Hey cats, what's happening? Kind of a dreary day today, this Saturday morning. I'm not going to be able to ride today. I've got other things on the agenda, appointments that I have to attend. So I won't be doing the motorcycle thing. But anyway, if you're like me, I'm sure you've given some thought and consideration to the current state of our nation, of our country. Now, if you've been watching my videos for years, you know that I don't get into politics or anything like that. But it is quite a different place from what we grew up in. I mean, when I was a kid, we had a black and white TV. We didn't have these big flat screen TVs. Nothing that hung on the wall. It sat on the floor. It was a big honking heavy thing. And you got three channels, 3, 5, and 8. We didn't have computers. It was unheard of. It was futuristic at that time. We didn't have cell phones. We had a phone that hung on the wall with maybe about an 8-foot cord that you could stretch and talk on. And nowadays, with all this social media, it's really changed things. It's really changed a lot. It's very disturbing to me. I mean, nowadays you can go online and see anything you want. You can go, make a video and post it on social media talking about or doing just about anything in the world. And it's just open to anybody nowadays. I mean, if you want to see porn, it's on there. If you want to see politics, it's on there. If you want to see, religion. If you want to see traffic crashes, or it's all there for you to look at. Just sky's the limit. One of the weirdest things that I see, though, is that how somebody can go on to a social media platform nowadays and do something totally idiotic. I mean, just act like a total jackass and get like 100 times more views than one of my videos. It's kind of disturbing to me, to think about that somebody can act like an idiot and get more views than me. What's that say about me and my videos? I don't know. But it's just changed so many things in the direction of our country's going. I mean, our children are watching these videos and they're being influenced greatly by these videos. They're seeing things that we never saw when we grew up as children. And it's influencing them in a bad way. I mean, the kids nowadays, they have no ambition. They don't want to work. They don't want to put any effort into life. They haven't been raised that way. They haven't been given any discipline, to do the things, to learn how to do the things that are necessary in life. I mean, look around at everything that I have here. It wasn't handed to me on a silver platter. Everything that I have here was from my own blood, sweat, and tears, my hard labor, my work, my effort, my ambition, my fortitude. If you don't have that anymore, what do you got? I mean, where are you going to end up in life? They don't want to. It's hard for an employer to find employees that even want to work today. Drive around town and look at all the signs everywhere. Help wanted, help wanted, help wanted. And it's not like there's a lack of people. But nobody wants to work. They don't want to put any effort forth anymore. They want to be handed something for free. And it's not going to work. So, I don't know, the way I look at it, it's a little frightening to me. It's disturbing to me because I have to wonder where this great nation is headed, where we're going, what's going to happen. What is going to happen? No, it's going to fail. Now, what does that mean exactly? I'm afraid to say that everything we know as is today will cease to exist. In other words, we won't have any electricity. So that'll annihilate anything electronics. Gone. Right there would be devastating. I mean, if they shut down the power grid of our nation, that would be devastating. It would, people would die because they don't know how to live without it. There's a lot of other things that could happen too, but that's just for one. I don't know. And then I have to wonder, if it happened tomorrow, am I prepared for this? Should I prepare for this? Or should I just ignore it and go about life like, everything's good? And sure, if you watched my videos, you know that I believe in divine intervention. I believe that God will take care of me. But still, you know, God has given me a brain. He's given me two hands. He's given me wisdom to use my brain to, you know, figure out how to think ahead and plan for these things. So, what do? You know, I mean, some people, they gather arms. They've got arsenals of weapons. What are you going to do with that? You know, is that going to save your life? Is that going to help you? I mean, I think, okay, if the military comes up the driveway to take me out, how much of a chance do I stand to fight against them? Let's say the Chinese army's marching up my driveway with a tank or something. What am I going to do? You know, I got all this arsenal of ammunition and weapons, you know, and I'm ready to fight. Well, I don't think the fight would last very long, you know what I'm saying? You know, there's other people that are like doomsday preppers. You know, they're building bunkers and they're stocking them with food and everything. Is that something you should think about doing? And then when I think about it, I think, boy, what a horrible life that would be, being trapped in a bunker, you know, afraid for your life, and, you know, having to eat rations, and I don't know. So, you know, it's just some of my thoughts today, like, how do you prepare for the obvious? I mean, to me, I'm thinking all great nations have failed. Every one of them. You know, the fall of Rome. The fall of Russia. Every nation has crumbled to the ground and had to start over from scratch again. And when they do fall, it's not pretty. No. And it would change the way we live considerably. I mean, I couldn't imagine having to stand in a food line for a little piece of cheese and a loaf of bread or whatever, you know, they're gonna hand out. I mean, I don't know. Just thinking about the state of this world and where it's leading. And, you know, I always say it's going to get worse. It's going to get a lot worse before it ever gets better. I do trust in the Lord, though, and I keep my eyes on Him. And I mean, I look forward to His coming back as He's promised. But you never know when that day is going to come. You never know. So, yeah, I could have a few more years ahead of me. And in that time period, I could see a lot of changes and have to deal with a lot. Well, thanks for watching. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Leave your comments down below. Sometimes it's far more interesting reading the comments than it is watching the video itself. I appreciate your support though. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and join me on this adventure to who knows where. Till next time, cats. I'll catch you all later.